Hey y'all, happy Saturday.
No.
Today is not Saturday. It feels like Saturday because they canceled school because of all this crazy weather. It's Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. For me, today is Friday, September the 27th. I'm going to take a chance and try to get this bread done this morning. The electricity is flickering here and there. Hopefully it holds out. I wanted to make this bread yesterday, but didn't get to because I was short some flour. But sister brought me some flour down yesterday. And I was just noticing, I've been switching to better ingredients. And I was noticing the difference in her flour and my flour. Can y'all see that? I'm assuming hers is the bleached flour. Mine is not. Look at the difference in the colors. But we're going to mix these together and use them in our bread because that's what we have. I do need to go to the store and get some more flour. Maybe I'll get to do that today. I thought I was making this yesterday, so I already had everything pretty much measured out. I just needed to add in some flour. Oh, and the water's in the microwave. I'm going to heat that up just a little bit. I usually don't do that because I get hot water out of the sink for that. It's been sitting in that measuring cup since yesterday, so it's probably not warm. For this bread recipe, you'll need 2 cups of warm water, half a cup of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of active dry yeast, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and 5 to 6 cups of all-purpose flour. In the mixer, you'll dissolve 2 tablespoons of the sugar in warm water, whisk slightly, add yeast, stir, and then you're going to let that proof for 5 minutes. After that has proofed for 5 minutes, you'll add in the sugar, salt, and oil. Start mixing. Add flour 1 cup at a time, up to 5. Then add as needed till it doesn't stick to the sides. Let the mixer knead for 7 minutes. Place in well-oiled bowl. Cover with damp cloth and let it rise for 1 hour. Then you're going to punch the dough.
Which is my favorite part.
Knead for 1 minute, divide in half, shape into pans, rise 30 minutes. Bake 30 to 40 minutes at 350. It's simple enough. The first thing I'm going to do is set my oven to warm so it has a warm place to rise. And then when I put it in there to rise, I will turn that off. I should probably check the racks. In my mixer bowl, I'm going to take 2 tablespoons. This is a 1/2 tablespoon measuring spoon. I'll have to do it 4 times.
There's half, 1, half, 2.
There's our 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to add in the warm water to that. Give that a nice whisk. Slightly, and then we'll add our yeast, 1.5 tablespoons of active dry yeast. Stir that very gently. Now I'm going to just set this to the side, set my timer for 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes and we have proofed. I don't know if you can see that. The lighting is horrible today because of this weather, but we have proofed. Now that we have proofed, we'll get ready to start mixing. I'm going to add in the sugar, the salt, and the oil. Start mixing and then add the flour in 1 cup at a time up to 5. Then add as needed until it doesn't stick to the sides. I have a 1/2 cup using it here. Oh, the lights are flickering. Oh no. I'm still sticking to the sides and I don't have any more flour. We're just going to go with it. I'm going to let this knead for 7 minutes in this mixer. There went our timer. So next year to put this in a well-oiled bowl. That's not how I do it. I just lift this up. It's a little awkward. And then I just put the oil in this bowl and take my hands and under that dough because it's stuck to the thing anyway. I was worried about this dough actually because I didn't think I had enough flour, but it ended up coming off the sides and was fine. Okay, so put this in your well-oiled bowl. Let me throw this in. Cover with a damp cloth. I'm turning the warmer off because it should be warm enough in there. You don't have to do that.
This is the hard part.
You don't have to do that. I just like to. I'm going to put this, let's see, cover with damp cloth and then rise 1 hour. So I'm going to stick it in the warm oven for an hour. I'll be back in an hour. What is the squirrel doing? It's crazy out there, y'all. It's windy and raining, and we just took the dogs out, and it was crazy. The bread has risen for an hour. Now, we're going to punch the dough, put it back over here to knead for 1 minute. I hope y'all are safe, and I hope you have electricity, and I hope ours stays on. That's my favorite part. Okay. Neil, we'll put this over here to knead. We'll set the timer for 1 minute. Got 30 seconds to go. Oh, I did not have enough flour, so this is kind of funky. Normally it would not be like this, but we'll make it work. You work with what you got. Okay. Making messes. Delicious messes, but messes. I don't have bread pans. My bread pan, I tore it up. We won't talk about that. But last time I made bread, I made it in this pan, and it turned out great. And I really should have oiled this pan before I handled that dough. Ew. It'll be fine. So we're going to take our dough, divide it in half, and shape it into bread. And then let it rise for 30 more minutes. Maybe it's the rain is why this is so sticky. I'm sure that has something to do with it. Oh my. Yeah, we're gonna have to get some oil. Okay. Maybe.
I'm making a mess. Just a big old mess.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This isn't gonna work. This is not gonna work for me. Okay, let's put this back in the bowl.
Oh my gosh. What a mess. Oh my gosh. What a mess. Oh. This may be an epic fail of all times. Oh my gosh. I can't get it off my hands. Oh gosh. Okay. And I don't know. I'm handling this way too much. Okay, we gotta try something else. Dagnabbit. How am I gonna get this off my hands? Ah, okay. Oh no. Oh no. Making a mess.
I don't know if it's the rain or if I just jacked it up, but we're still gonna keep trying. So let's figure this out.
Darn it.
We're gonna get some gloves and some oil.
And yeah, we're not wasting this. It's gonna work out. It'll be some kind of bread. I don't know if it'll be the bread I usually make, but it'll be bread. Dagnabbit. Okay. So I'm just gonna
Hold this pan in my hands. If I had had the right amount of flour, I wouldn't have even had to have oiled this pan. That dough would have been perfect. But I didn't. Well, and it could be the rain too. I don't know. Because that does affect it a lot. Okay. The oil's helping though. Yes, the oil is helping tremendously. There we go. Now we can make some bread. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so we're going to divide this in half. And then I'm just going to roll it up to make 2 loaves. So I'm going to put 1 loaf there. I'm going to roll this loaf up. The only thing is I worry about the parts that stuck might burn. So let me see if I can get those up. I know, I'm doing this way too much. Okay. All right, we're going to throw this back into that warm oven for 30 minutes and say a prayer. Pray over this bread, y'all. Pray over the bread. Go ahead and turn the warmer back on. I'll be back in 30 minutes. We have risen very nicely. Oh my goodness, it looks really good. So I've got my oven preheating to 350. We're going to bake this for 30 to 40 minutes at 350. Once this gets to 350, I'll do my cook time for 30 minutes and my regular timer for 40. That way the oven will cut off in 30 minutes. Then I'll just let it sit in there for 10 more minutes. That's usually how I do it. Oh, the bread is done and it looks delicious. I'm going to get this out and set it on the oven, cover it with a towel, and let it cool while me and Babes goes to town. We've got a store we're wanting to go to. It wasn't an epic fail after all. I think this is going to be good.